Hi, I'm Terry Tucker, author of Sustainable Excellence: 10 Principles to Leading Your Uncommon and Extraordinary Life, and Four Truths and a Lie: Ancient Wisdom for Living Your Modern Purpose. Welcome to another edition of Sustainable Excellence Extras. Today, I'd like to talk with you about how you can become a more self-confident leader. Successful executives, be they supervisors or company presidents, usually radiate quiet self-confidence. Their attitude indicates that they feel they have the authority and the ability to handle whatever comes up. They don't flaunt their authority because they don't feel any need to. They aren't trying to impress people, just doing their jobs. That enables them to give orders and instructions in a casual, non-offensive manner. Furthermore, they don't take it as a personal offense if someone doesn't do exactly what he or she has been told. They don't jump to the conclusion that anyone is defying their authority. They investigate first to find out what's wrong. If you're in charge, people will usually do what you ask without argument. If they don't, the best assumption is not that they are defying your authority, but they must have a pretty good reason. The first thing to do is find out what it is. A self-confident leader does so without feeling the necessity for blowing up first and perhaps looking ridiculous in the process. Self-confident people stand criticism better as well. It doesn't crush them. They examine it carefully, and if the shoe fits, they wear it. They realize that nobody is too perfect to learn. Criticism and having people differ with you is part of growing, part of fumbling toward the best solutions. People who are reasonably sure of themselves criticize more tactfully too. They don't feel a need to take the person being criticized down a peg. They don't try to act superior when they criticize. They merely try to point out a helpful point of view and make it as easy and unembarrassing as possible for the other person to consider. People who are sure of themselves are not easily insulted either. They know they are capable, even though less than perfect. But they don't put themselves on a pedestal. They like themselves enough so they can take an insult with a grain of salt and perhaps even get some benefit out of it. People who criticize them in an effort to hurt them sometimes find they have accepted the criticism graciously and benefited from it instead. When somebody loses control and is unduly critical and makes some remarks he shouldn't, self-confident leaders don't take it as a personal offense. They don't even act disturbed. First, they keep cool. Then they try to find out what caused the upset. Finally, they get the person calmed down without making a big deal of it. They develop a talent for making molehills out of mountains, not mountains out of molehills. How can you become self-confident if you're really not? Be an actor. Start pretending you're a quietly self-confident person and act that way. If you fail, sit down and think it over. Where did you go wrong? Resolve the next time you are going to do better. If you seriously resolve to handle the next situation better, you most likely will. Improvement is not impossible. It's within the reach of every one of us. The important thing is to recognize where you've gone wrong and correct it. Don't make the same mistake over and over again. Repeatedly ask yourself, how would a calm, self-confident person have handled this situation that I just messed up? What did I do wrong? How will I handle it the next time? Then do it. And don't worry about past mistakes. They are behind you. Just focus on doing better the next time. It may seem like an uphill battle, but simply concentrate on the fact that you are making progress. That's what's important and will lead to building your confidence and your character. Please leave me a comment about how you built self-confidence as a leader. Your opinions and perspectives are valuable, and I'd appreciate hearing from you. Also, please head over to motivationalcheck.com to get your daily dose of inspiration and motivation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.